From Moravian brass band music to blues and jazz, to old-time string band and bluegrass, to gospel and rhythm and blues.
This is dedicated to the one I love.
No other state in the country can boast the rich musical diversity and distinguished musical heritage of North Carolina. Carolina Music Ways, a nonprofit organization, celebrates our state's unique musical diversity and uses it as a powerful educational tool to connect our youth to the rich music and history of North Carolina. With the launch in 2010 of CarolinaLive, our musical history, Carolina Music Ways began bringing history to life with their music. During this show, students experience a musical journey, beginning with a Moravian trumpet tune from the colonial wilderness and concluding with the 1963 hit Dedicated to the One I Love by the pioneering R&B group from Winston-Salem, the Five Royales. This enthusiastically received school assembly show inspires students, drawing their attention to the clear connections between the hip-hop and country music they listen to on their iPods and the traditional music of the state in which they live. They learn that we are all connected through the universal power of music, and this helps them see history in a more powerful and relevant light.
With our show, and you play a bluegrass song, and you play an old-time song, and then a jazz tune, and they all, it's the same band doing it, but it just shows how no matter where these people are from, or what race or whatever, that this thing called music, there's a way that it bridges a gap and brings people together in a beautiful way.
What we're trying to do in the schools, and the reason I feel so important, because that's what happened to me. I was a little kid, they brought somebody to the school, and they played, I was like, wow, how do I get one of them things? You know? And so it can start at any age, and I know every time we play at a school, we get somebody. It may be years before you know it, but we got somebody. Because somebody's going home thinking about it. I gotta get that particular instrument. That's what I want.
Well, the kids, the excitement is just incredible. Kids nowadays are so much used to iPods and CDs and that type of thing. They don't get a chance to sometimes see live musicians. And to see live musicians putting on a show on the stage, interacting with those folks, that's something that kids, I think, is probably new to a lot of them, especially in the younger grades. And that really brings out the excitement, and they really get a great benefit from it. But with the old-time music show, you know, we take them from the Moravians all the way up to the Five Royales. And that puts all the connections between bluegrass and old-timey music to the more modern music to obviously the Moravians, which is a very rich history here in Winston-Salem. It connects it all together. It shows kids that all music is related to one another. They all draw from each other. And those connections, I think, are very important to kids to see.
All right, okay.
John Coltrane lived during a period of changing in America.
What you mean by he lived through a period changing in America? What was?
Schools hosting CarolinaLive, our musical history, receive a bonus with the booking of this program. Carolina Music Ways provides each school with professionally developed classroom lesson plans that enhance and solidify the messages from the stage show. The lessons are aligned with state and national standards for social studies, language arts, and music. Students learn that music greats like John Coltrane, Doc Watson, and the Five Royales grew up in the same area they did. Feeling connected to these talented musical history makers gives students a powerful belief in themselves that they too can make a difference.
This is John Coltrane. He was born, we found out he was born in what? Hamlin, North Carolina. And then he moved to what? High Point.
The patrons and performers of Carolina Music Ways hope to light the fire for musical creativity in the younger generation and to help the youth of today find the confidence to be, just like their predecessor John Coltrane, the very best they can be.
This show, like talking to the little class today, you know, like there's one or two in there that might end up being a musician. They might be pretty good, or they might just have a good time doing it. It might not be a career for them, which is fine. And but yeah, just to make them aware that it exists and how enjoyable it really is, and how it adds to you as a person.
Please help Carolina Music Ways in their efforts to instill in students a love for music and history for years to come. The connections it allows our youth to make are invaluable, as is your support. For more information and for ways you can support Carolina Music Ways school programs, please visit their website at www.carolinamusicways.org.